Hi, hello, and welcome to Khel Now TV. This is not something very regular we do, a special live stream, because I think there is a big development in the Asian football, not just the Indian football, I will say. And I think this is big news for the next 4 years. And if you guys remember my podcast with Mr. Igor Simach, I said that preparation 2022 World Cup, the moment it finished, the teams, the developing countries will start looking towards 2026 World Cup, and that's what has happened. AFC has confirmed the new format for the FIFA World Cup 2026 qualifiers from Asia. How many slots Asia will get, how many teams from Asia in which round will qualify, has India any realistic chance to go into the further in the qualifiers. They have finally kind of differentiated the AFC Asian Cup qualifiers and the World Cup qualifiers, and they have finally increased the number of games which a developing country will get. And I think it's a great news. And for Indian football, I will take the questions on the later part of the video once I explain the complete format alongside the calendar. So another, if you guys have seen my tweet already, I have tweeted that the World Cup qualifiers, the first four games will be in the November and the March of the next year. Do you guys think that ISL, AIFF need to sit together and find a calendar in a way that the national team head coach gets enough time to prepare the team? But it's very important now India do compete in these qualifiers. I am not hoping that that India straight away should qualify for the World Cup. India should be able to compete in these qualifiers. I think that should be our ultimate aim. So let's straight away. I will not look toward the questions. I will straight away go to the format in details, how many teams and everything, so that people also who's watching this in the offline mode can understand it. Second part of the videos, I will take your questions and doubts toward the new format and everything, and also a request and a point to be noted that no out of topic questions will be taken on this live stream. Only question related to FIFA World Cup 2026 AFC format and the qualifiers will be taken on this video. And of course, we have Inside Indian Football every Thursday 6 p.m. for other topics. So let's straight away, and I think what a Monday morning for the football fans in Asia. I think this development, the early announcement from AFC means that every federation knows what they should be doing. So straight away, how many slots AFC have in the 2026 World Cup, as World Cup has finally expanded to the 48 teams. This is the kind of another official announcement from the the Continental Federation of Asia, AFC, that 8.5 teams from Asia will qualify for the World Cup. So 8 will go directly to the FIFA 2026 World Cup, and 0.5 is the continental playoff slots which Asia also had. So realistically, 9 teams can go to the World Cup 2026 from Asia, and minimum 8 will be there, because 0.5 is the playoff which Asian playoff team need to win against the whatever, if they put it Oceania, if they put it South America or North America, to qualify for the 2026. So 8.5 slots. I think India is there nowhere near to be those first four slots which we are right now. Realistically, I think we should be the kind of development we have done. We are nowhere ready to be in the top 6 teams. But I think 2.5 slots. I think if India can prepare well, if India can increase their FIFA ranking before official draw, I think India have some kind of chance. So and maybe not this World Cup, maybe 2030 World Cup, maybe 2034 World Cup. We need to start our preparation. We need to make our calendar. We need to do everything from today onwards. And I have also tweeted that mainstream media and mainstream football fans. So for example, when Qatar World Cup comes, they will say, "यार India तो World Cup qualify ही नहीं करता है. 4 साल अब कब India World Cup qualify करेगा? क्यों नहीं करेगा?" These questions need to be asked when qualifier starts. These qualifiers are starting next year. Questions need to be asked then, that why India doesn't qualify, what AIFF is doing for India to qualify for the World Cup, not the time when the World Cup comes and when World Cup is going on. So let's not waste straight away. Currently, there are 46 AFC nations, by the way, and if these whatever the format is based out that all the AFC members will be will be taking part in the World Cup. So I am also just looking for the India's current rank in Asia to give you a realistic chance. India is currently 19th rank country in Asia. So see, we need to progress in a way that can we reach top 10 in Asia and FIFA ranking, then we can be realistically, maybe then we have a good draw also. So India is currently ranked 19. So if we go by current ranking, India will not play the first round of the World Cup qualifiers. That's one thing, because first round is only for the AFC ranked team from 26 to 47. So as India is currently 19, so we are not going to play first round of the FIFA World Cup 2026 and qualifiers. That first round will start very early October of 2023. It's a home and away playoff match. Let me also look. Yes, it's it's basically round 1 is October, where the AFC FIFA ranked team from 26 to 47 will play against each other in a home and away format. That's very important. So 2 games for these countries, and out of those 22 teams, 11 winners will go to the round 2. So we will come to the timeline when these qualifiers are going to take place. So here is important. So as of now, India is not going to play in the round 1. So we are qualified directly to round 2. All other countries like SAF countries like Nepal, Pakistan, Maldives, they have to play this round 1, and they have to win the round 1 home and away to qualify for the round 2. And here comes the most important round of all these rounds, that is round 2. Round 2. We have basically 25 teams who are ranked top 5, 25 teams in Asia, plus 11 teams from round 1, that is 36 teams in total. They will be divided into 9 groups, 4 teams in each group. So basically, and this round is joint for FIFA World Cup 2026 and AFC Asian Cup 2027. So don't confuse what I'm going to say next. Top 2 teams from this round go to the next round of the World Cup qualifiers from Asia. Important. So this is the round 2. So there's 36 teams, 9 groups will be there. Top 2 teams from each group. Simple mathematics, nothing complicated here. Top 2 teams from each group goes directly to the AFC Asian Cup qualifiers third round. So third round, which is as I said, so if India do well in this round 2, I think we should be able to, because there are 9 groups. If India get a good draw, if India can maintain the good FIFA rankings, if India can win pot 2 or pot 3, it will help India in this draw of the round 2. So that's the thing. And so 2 teams from each group, which 18 teams will go directly to the World Cup qualifiers round 3. So that's 18 teams. Now those 18 teams in round 3 will be divided into 3 groups. 6 teams in each group. 6. So those 18 teams will divide into 3 groups. Again, they will play league and robin round, home and away format. Then 2 teams. Important point, from round 3, 2 teams from each group, top 2 teams from each group, 6 teams are there, top 2 teams from each group goes directly towards FIFA World Cup 2026, 2026, and I will also explain these details in Hindi, so bear with me if you guys are looking for the information in Hindi. That's the end of the round 3, and 6 teams are selected from here. So that remains the 2.5 slots from Asia for the World Cup. 6 slots are taken already at the end of the round 3. Now comes the most important round, final round, which is only round 4. For example, round 4 will be consist of 3rd and 4th place best team from round 3. So those out of those 6 teams, 2 teams go direct to the World Cup, but 3rd and 4th team from every group, so all 3 groups, will be qualifying for the final round. So which means 6 teams in total. Those 6 teams will be divided into 3 group of each. And here I want to ask question to the AFC: why these are matches on neutral venue? Why only 1 game against each team? Why not home and away? Because that will give team better chance. But again, 3 teams in each group, by the way. So every team will get 2 games, and out of these 3 teams, 2 teams from group winner from both the groups goes directly towards FIFA World Cup 2026. That's your 8 slots occupied. Then runner up from each group, runner up from each group of these 3 teams will play a playoff home and away to decide the winner for the Asian playoff groups, which will advance. So this second team from each group will decide the AFC representation in the intercontinental playoff. So that's like a final before you can qualify for the World Cup. So these 2 teams will play against each other. A second ranked team from both the groups will play against each other in home and away, kind of a semi-final. And if the winners goes to the final, where they will play in the intercontinental playoff, it can be against Oceania, it can be against South America, it can be against anybody. AFC, that's FIFA, I have to clarify it. And then the winners goes to the World Cup. So that is the 0.5 slots explanation. So this is the theory till now, and I will come to the dates. Don't worry on that, remaining is the AFC Asian Cup qualifiers, because the round 1, the 10 team who lost in the round 1 the FIFA World Cup, they will play against each other. Those 5 winners goes to the final round of the AFC Asian Cup. Then the 24 teams in total, that is first ranked losing team from the Premier League round 1. The 18 team from 3rd and 4th place from the each group of the round 2, and the 5 winners from the AFC Asian Cup qualifiers will be divided in the 6 groups of 14 each, where first team goes to the qualifiers to the AFC Asian Cup. So that AFC Asian Cup format is for later, and that's very simple. If we do well in the World Cup qualifiers, we will qualify for the AFC Asian Cup. We have been qualified for our last 2 rounds. So let me also explain these detail in Hindi. I think some users are there who wants the information in Hindi also, and I understand for the people who got in English. So FIFA ने basically World Cup expand किया है 48 teams, which gives a country like India realistic chance in not next edition, but maybe in 2030-2034 में हमारे पे कुछ चांस हो सकता है अगर आज से हम बहुत सीरियस हो जाएं इस अपॉर्चुनिटी की तरफ. That's one thing. So पहले एशिया के पास 4 स्लॉट्स 4.5 स्लॉट्स होते थे, 4 डायरेक्ट क्वालिफायर स्लॉट्स और 0.5 इज द प्ले ऑफ स्लॉट जो AFC के पास होते थे, AFC लाइक एशिया के पास, जिसमें ऑस्ट्रेलिया भी आता है. अब एशिया के पास 8.5 स्लॉट्स होंगे. सो 4 एक्स्ट्रा स्लॉट्स आ गए हैं एशिया के पास. तो कैसे होने वाला है, अभी इंडिया AFC में 19th रैंक टीम है. सो राउंड 1 ऑफ द फीफा वर्ल्ड कप 2026 क्वालिफायर्स में जो रैंक 26 से रैंक 47 टीम है एशिया में, वो आपस में खेलेंगे होम एंड अवे. उसमें से वो 22 टीमें हैं, तो 11 विनर्स उस मैचेस में से जाएंगे राउंड 2 में. तो राउंड 2 बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, जहां इंडिया अभी आएगी डायरेक्टली, बिकॉज इंडिया अभी 19th रैंक टीम है एशिया में. तो राउंड टीम में आपके पास जो टॉप 25 टीम है एशिया की प्लस 11 विनर्स राउंड 1 से 36 टीम बन जाएंगे टोटल में. उस टोटल 36 टीम्स में से 9 ग्रुप्स बनेंगे, जिसमें 4 टीमें होंगी एक ग्रुप में. अब ये होम एंड अवे मैच होंगे अगेंस्ट 6 मैचेस मिलेंगे हर कंट्री को उस राउंड 3 में. तो राउंड 3 में सिंपल चीज है, जो टॉप 2 टीम्स हैं राउंड 2 से, तो जो 18 टीम्स होंगी, हर ग्रुप से 2 टीम जाएंगी. आपके ग्रुप में 4 टीम है, आपको टॉप 2 टीम में आना है, आप राउंड 3 में क्वालिफाई करेंगे. तो 18 टीम्स क्वालिफाई करेंगी राउंड 3 AFC क्वालिफायर्स के लिए, जो AFC वर्ल्ड कप क्वालिफायर्स के लिए. अब आपके 18 टीमें बची हैं एशिया में, तो इंडिया को टॉप 18 में आना है राउंड 3 में जाने के लिए. आई थिंक विच इज रियलिस्टिक. India should be in round 3 as of now. We don't need anything new extra gimmicky development. We should be in top 18 Asia teams irrespective of whatever stage we are right now. Round 3 18 टीमें होंगी, 3 ग्रुप बनेंगे आपके, 6 टीम एक ग्रुप में होंगे, फिर से होम एंड अवे मैच होंगे. तो आपके पास 10 मैच मिलेंगे आपको खेलने के लिए. होम एंड अवे 5 होम में 5 अवे. तो उस 18 टीम्स में से 3 ग्रुप है आपके पास, 2 teams from each 2 teams from each groups, which is 3 groups basically, will qualify directly to the World Cup. So group winner and runner up, so that is 6 teams in total जो directly World Cup के लिए qualify होंगी. उसके बाद अभी भी हार नहीं हुई है सबकी, अभी भी मौका है वर्ल्ड कप में जाने के लिए. उसके लिए होगा राउंड 4. राउंड 4 में क्या होगा, जो राउंड 3 में टीम 3rd और 4th बेस्ट प्लेस टीम थी, वो जाएंगी राउंड 3 में. तो टोटल 6 टीम्स राउंड 3 में जाएंगी. उन 6 टीम्स को AFC 3-3 टीम के ग्रुप में डिवाइड करेगा और एक न्यूट्रल वेन्यू पे आपको वो 2 मैच खेलने को मिलेंगे। 2 मैच खेलने को मिलेंगे। अगर आप 2 मैच में अच्छा करते हो तो दोनों ग्रुप विनर्स डायरेक्टली जाएंगे वर्ल्ड कप में, FIFA 26 वर्ल्ड कप में। तो 8 टीम्स आपकी डिसाइड हो गई। उसके बाद भी हार नहीं हुई है, उसके बाद भी जो टीम सेकंड होगी अपने ग्रुप में, दोनों ग्रुप में, वो आपस में एक सेमीफाइनल प्लेऑफ खेलेंगे होम एंड अवे। अगर वो टीम जीतती है, जो टीम जीतेगी एशिया से, वो एक फाइनल मैच खेलेगी इंटरकॉन्टिनेंटल प्लेऑफ जिसको बोलते हैं फीफा, अगेंस्ट किसी के भी हो सकता है, साउथ अमेरिका, अफ्रीका, यूरोप, अभी डिसाइड नहीं हुआ है। वो एक होम एंड अवे मैच होगा। जो अगर वो मैच एशियन कंट्री जीतती है तो वो भी वर्ल्ड कप में जाएगी और वो 8.5 स्लॉट्स एशिया का 9 स्लॉट्स बन जाएंगे। 9 टीमें एशिया से जाएंगी। तो ये है अभी तक का वर्ल्ड कप का क्वालिफायर्स। और ऐसे ही इसमें AFC का एशिया कप 27 का क्वालिफायर्स है। 24 टीमें एशिया में जाती हैं एंड आई थिंक उसके डिटेल्स हम बाद में भी बात कर सकते हैं। वो कोई बड़ा डेवलपमेंट है बिकॉज लास्ट 2 एडिशन से इंडिया एशिया कप क्वालिफाई कर रही है। आई थिंक रियलिस्टिक टारगेट फॉर इंडिया इज टू गो टू राउंड 3 ऑफ दीज क्वालिफायर्स। अगर हम राउंड 3 में जाते हैं, आप जस्ट इमेजिन इंडिया विल हैव टॉप 10 गेम्स अगेंस्ट टॉप टीम्स इन एशिया। तो ये चीज है। अगेन मैं भी क्वेश्चंस में आऊंगा, अपने डाउट्स अपने पे बनाए रखें, आप जब पूछे जब मैं Q&A की तरफ आऊंगा। लेट्स मूव टुवर्ड्स द कैलेंडर। अब ये कैलेंडर क्या है, इंडियन फुटबॉल कैसे इसको ठीक कर सकती है, AFF क्या कर सकता है, ISL क्या कर सकती है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। अब डेट वाइज, अब इसकी पिक्चर क्वालिटी की तरफ आप थोड़ा कम जाना, बट आई विल ट्राई टू एक्सप्लेन यू ये जो डेट वाइज क्या सीन है, कैसे कब मैचेस होंगे आपको। आई एम गोइंग टू गिव कंप्लीट डिटेल्स, जस्ट गिव मी सम टाइम। Let me also open the picture for me. So, सबसे पहले जो राउंड 1 होना है, जो राउंड 1 होना है जिसमें इंडिया अभी नहीं खेलेगी एज ऑफ नाउ, विल टेक प्लेस इन अक्टूबर ऑफ 2023, which is not far now. Just after the AFC Asian Cup in June and July, there will be round 1 home and away in the FIFA window. Again, those qualifiers will take place and out of which we know 11 teams go to the round 2. Round 2 का बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है, 4 मैचेस राउंड 2 के होंगे। 2 मैचेस होंगे नवंबर में, 2 मैचेस होंगे मार्च में, 4 मैचेस तब होंगे। 4 matches will take place when the league in India will be going on at its full flow. Will AFF, will ISL work around, make a schedule that our national team coach get at least 7 days before the first game they play in November and March? Important points. So by the time March ends, India would have been played 4 games already in the round 2 of, and March is basically 2024. Then in June also, the final 2 match days 5 and 6, will end. So by the time June 2024 comes, those first round, basically round 2 will be finished. That's the calendar of round 2 on your screen. Now let's move towards the ultimate round, which is basically the round 3, and round 3 will kind of start in September of 2024. तो जो राउंड 3 है आपका वो सितंबर 2024 में आएगा। उसके लिए आपको सिंपल पता, राउंड 3 के लिए हमारे पास जो टॉप 2 टीम्स फ्रॉम ईच वो हैं, ग्रुप्स हैं, वो डायरेक्टली वर्ल्ड कप में जाएगी फ्रॉम राउंड 3, फ्रॉम राउंड 3, सॉरी राउंड 3 स्टार्ट होगा। जो आपके हर ग्रुप से 2 टीमें जाएंगी, वो 18 टीम्स जाएंगी सीधे आपके थर्ड राउंड में, एंड उसकी ही डिटेल आपके स्क्रीन पे है। दैट्स डिटेल यू कैन सी, एंड दैट्स वेयर द वर्ल्ड कप क्वालिफायर्स राउंड 3 विल टेक प्लेस अक्टूबर एंड नवंबर। अगेन 2 windows where 2024 league might be going on. So 4 matches, 4 games will take place in October and November of round 3. That's the 24 calendar for you. If India goes in the round 3, we will have 4 games in the October and November. So I think again the league have to give calendar now onwards only. They have to prepare everything and give the national team maximum chance to go ahead. Now here come the remaining as you see, round 3, India will have 5 games. Those 5 games will also take place the match day 3 and match day 10. will take place in the month of March, June, and September, by the way. So those the next year 2025, the March, June, and September, those remaining match days of the group round 3 will take place, and then come the final round, which is the for the best third and fourth place teams from round 3, where 6 teams will qualify for the round 4. That will take place in November, and by the time नवंबर में वो राउंड्स हो जाएंगे, बिकॉज आपको 2 गेम्स खेलने हैं, those 2 games will be quickly played in November, and the playoff will take place in March of 2026. Summer of 2026 World Cup will take place. So I think that's the simple way calendar is. अभी हिंदी में अगर थोड़ा एक शॉर्ट समरी दे दूं मैं इसकी, नेक्स्ट ईयर अक्टूबर नवंबर में 4 मैच डेज हो जाएंगे, सॉरी नवंबर एंड मार्च में 4 मैच डेज हो जाएंगे राउंड 2 के इंडिया के. उसके बाद रिमेनिंग जो राउंड है वो आपके जून में खेले जाएंगे, 2 मैचेस होंगे. तो बाय द टाइम जून 2024 कम्स, राउंड 2 विल बी डन एंड डस्टेड. देन कम्स राउंड 3. राउंड 3 में इंडिया को, अगर इंडिया जाती है तो 5 मैचेस खेलने, 10 मैचेस खेलने होम एंड अवे. तो मैचेस टेक प्लेस इन द अक्टूबर, नवंबर, and then in the March and June. Then if India doesn't go and India qualify for the final round, also those games will take place in November of 2025, and March में आपका playoff हो जाएगा. So this is, I think, very extensive. I think I'm really first time I will praise AFC here. They have clarified the format in a very clear way. Only issue is also the teams pulled out from these qualifiers, then the uneven groups happens, and that's where issues comes in the AFC. तो थोड़ा simplified है. Only issue I have, if AFC could have done home and away in the final round for those 6 teams. अभी आपको 2 मैचेस मिलेंगे, उस 2 मैचेस में आपको एटलीस्ट एक तो जीतना ही पड़ेगा to have any sort of chance for the playoff. So that's very simple. Preparation should start from today only. The preparation is for the calendar of Indian football should be cleared next year, just after the Asia Cup. The Asia Cup is as big as, but this will be bigger than the Asia Cup. If India can do well, I really want to see India in round 3. The reason I want to see India round 3, we will have at least 10 games, 10 official games against best of Asian teams, which AFF is not capable enough to organize in friendlies. I want India to compete in these official games. Round 3 should be a minimum target from here. And if in round 3, you never know, with luck, with hard work, with dedication, with proper planning, we might fight for those playoff slot. So this is your AFC FIFA World Cup 2026 qualifiers format and everything in detail. I have gone as detailed as possible right now to understand, to make you guys understand. And this is where Mr. Ego C-Match comes in. If you guys have listened the podcast, and thank you for your feedback and everything and the response we have got for it. He needs some time. He needs at least 1 week before he play these World Cup qualifiers. Can AFF, can ISL sit down together and decide and give the national team coach what he need? So I think round 2 is very, very important, but round 3 is our ultimate aim, where we should be in round 3 at any cost. Who can कुछ भी करें, ranking improve करना, but we should be there in round 3. If we are there in round 3, that's a good progress, because we have not gone ahead in the World Cup qualifiers in past. Of course, this is a different format, but if we reach in round 3, 10 games against good Asian teams, that's what I want. That will prepare India for the future. That will give our players exposure they need at Asian level. And then once you are round 3, you play your best of capabilities, and there is, then there is, you never know. With luck and everything, we have seen in past, countries qualify for the World Cup, and maybe we can go to that intercontinental playoff. And just imagine if India goes to intercontinental playoff, we get a Mexico in playoff, we lose playoff, that's fine. The kind of coverage and the kind of engagement it will generate for Indian football, it's huge. India need to compete in these qualifiers. I don't give any damn that, other than that. We need to compete. That's the only thing I want. I'm not saying that we should qualify for the World Cup. We need to compete in these qualifiers. So I think that's in nutshell, in detail for you guys, for what FIFA World Cup 2026 qualifiers from Asia looks like. And I can see just 74 likes in this video. If you guys have I5 guys make you easy to understand, to what it's all about, to hit the like button. Now I will take the questions. I will open the floor for the questions. The poll is also going on the chat, and I know this live was on the short notice. It's great. I can still see the regular names coming in, but I think it's important for the Indian football that I do this live and to make you guys understand that what's going on. And I first thing in the morning I saw that announcement. I was very excited straight away, and that gave me another energy. The last few days have been very hectic because the Commonwealth Games and the work and everything going on. But I think that's because Indian football is my first love, and seeing India in the World Cup, it's the ultimate dream for me. And I think it's many of you guys also. I think, and this give that extra energy. Can we pull our house under the order and put our country in the best shape, our team in the best shape for these qualifiers? That's a big question. That's a question I'm going to ask to you guys, to the AFF, to the ISL and everybody. Let's take questions straight away. Kumar Reddy says India should directly qualify to the AFC Asian Cup 2022-27 by at least finishing second in group and should enter the third round by competing with top quality opponents, and that should be the minimum requirement. That will show the development in Indian football. It's on the right track. If we do that, we should be in round 3 at any cost. That's I want India to be in. ABCD says top countries in Asian football right now. So your flags are very small. I'm very far from the screen, but I can see Japan, I can see Iran, I can see South Korea, I can see Saudi Arabia, Australia, I can see UAE, Qatar, I can see Uzbekistan, Yemen, and you have put in India there. India still, I think, not in top 10 for sure. I understand your emotions, but I think India need to do well to win top 10. Gaming AK says if our players get 40 plus game, we can qualify. We need to take this very seriously from now. We need to reach top 10 team, then everything can happen. And this give a developing country like India potential and realistic chance to qualify. It's just we need to put our house in order, and that's very important. We can certainly qualify for the World Cup with the playoff spot. I don't know about the certainly, but I think that minute chance is there. That minute chance was not there before. Now, I know it's a 48 teams. I know World Cup is expanded to the more teams. That's how every events in the World Cup world are expanding. But that's minute 0.5 chance. I can see India to, I hope India qualify in next 10-15 years. That's I've taken. Abhilash says Indian origin include national team. Sure, India qualify for World Cup. Abhilash, वो हमारे हाथ में नहीं हो, FA के हाथ में. That's in the hand of the Indian government. So we can't say anything on that. Indian government need to change their rules. What about ban? I think India is not getting banned. Don't worry, Sane. That have Himil that have taken. Gaming if up, that's I've taken already. Ban nahi hoga. Gods. Abhilash, Indian origin players include. I've taken that also. So guys, you can send your questions if you need any details of these. And of course, I'm not going to take questions out of these. This topic, and that's a great idea. Utpal says, Bhaiya, make 4.5 minutes short video. I think we might create a 1 minute video, maybe in nutshell for that, how India can qualify for the World Cup or what is the new World Cup format. That's good idea. Utpal, we'll work on that. Show us the chart. Which chart? Kai Vampire, these country. Which chart you're talking about, Kai Vampire? Almost Asian, I understand Asian countries allowed the origin national team players, but Indian rules and regulations mean we can't allow them. India needs to be top 10 in Asia, then try to World Cup. I think that's next decade. That's the target, Avinash. That I'm saying next 10-15 years. If we work from today onwards, because I have seen those 2012 announcement when Blatter came in India that Lakshya 2022 India will qualify. Then see Lakshya 2026. Then these Lakshyas keep on pushed ahead. I want realistic chance next 10-15 years that India hopefully will qualify. What is the probability of India to qualify? Right now the probability is same for every Asian country. There are 47 countries. There are 8.5 slots. You can take out the probability by that. By 2026, India will be in top 5 in Asia along with Japan, Iran, South Korea, and Saudi Arabia. Hope so. भाई प्रतीक मैंने हिंदी में भी explain किया है, so I hope you got your answer. मैं कोशिश किया था हिंदी इंग्लिश मिक्स करने का. This is the probably I think this is the dream chance for India. India will qualify for FIFA World Cup 2026. Inshallah, says ABCD. Hope so. We need to prepare well. That's important. We need to prepare well. We need to be realistic chance to qualify for FIFA 2026 World Cup. भाई पिछला वीडियो डिलीट कर दो. भाई पिछला वीडियो कौन है दर्शन भाई? I think we have a chance for 2026. Also explain this club competition format. We will talk about clubs in maybe sometime around. We should start the preparation. I think we should start the preparation today, not after the AFC Asian Cup. Preparation for increasing our FIFA ranking is also very important because India need to import to pot 3 once those World Cup qualifiers draws take place. It will really help India if India will be in the pot 2 and pot 3. So I think these are the questions. Let me take some recent question. Can Jangra replace Chhetri? Sir, very far. Dhangra is very far from replacing Shetri as of now. India cannot qualify until unless we have a robust grassroots youth development structure in place. Aniket, I can totally agree with you, and I'm big outspoken guy for these grassroots development. But if we put house in order, we take very seriously. I'm not saying India will qualify. India will compete in these qualifiers. That's very important. ISL and AFF should release the calendar for next 5 years for ISL I League fixture. Gas for national team matches should sit with the national team coach. Club should compromise for national team. I totally agree, and there is no need for compromise if you can put break for the ISL at least. In a way, because I know the Wednesday will be the first match day for the World Cup. So can we stop our league on the 1 week before that? Say we can put the Monday, Tuesday games for the ISL, Monday last match day, Tuesday, and then give the break. Then that's mean by Wednesday, C-Match has the players, and next Wednesday we'll have games. So we'll at least 7 days in hand. They should make a calendar which should help Indian football. Kumar, how is round 2 going to be drawn based on ranking by then? Do we get SAF and Asian countries in round 2? We can get SAF and Asian countries in round 2. It's totally depend on the FIFA ranking and which spots the countries are in. Lignes, KTG. India cannot qualify. That's I've taken. By when Asian Games held? Asian Games next year July में होंगे. June and July में अगर I think अगस्त में Asian Games है if I remember correctly. That I've taken. I think, but Asian Games will be on the back end of these development. India might send their team, but not the main under 23 team, because the main under 23 team will be preparing for these qualifiers. But maybe these qualifiers can take place as a preparation for these qualifiers for the Asian Games. So let's see. I think that national team coach need to decide. We can't say anything on that. Akash Mishra say yes or no. I will say the development on the media, on social media is too overhyped right now. The development is not as far as people are saying. He's in Japan, that for sure, but for not for the what people are saying. We'll put the details out when we can. Why CWD don't have football? We might get an extra. I think that's great if we can include cricket, which CWD should be there. What step should we take from now to prepare for this? I think simple steps. I will say, give national team coach 1 week at least before the first match. That's one thing. Second team, regular FIFA friendlies whenever is possible before these draws. So those windows are coming. November, there is no window, there is September window, then there is a March window, then we are playing Asia Cup in June and July. Can we play some more friendlies before Asia Cup? And can we play, there is a friendly window in September next year when the round 1 will take place. Can we play friendlies there? We should have friendlies on regular basis going ahead. If we miss any friendlies window, I think AFF need to be asked questions seriously by SAI, Indian football fans, media, or mainstream media, everybody. We need to play as many as possible friendlies and improve our FIFA ranking going ahead. Those friendlies should be smartly put in on. That's the steps. And another steps I think we should take very seriously. Give our players. The players should be smart now. Coach should be smart. Where these players are going, which club they're signing for, they need to play regularly. Sandesh Jingan going Europe, will he compete? Will he get playing time? Important questions. These questions need to be asked. If any player is signing new contract, if he's just competing for space and he's in national team, coach need to advise these players play as many games they need to play. We need to increase the number of games in the leagues also. So the Durand Cup, the Federation Cup or Super Cup need to be there. So our players get maximum games. Players need to take the recovery very seriously. Players need to take the diet very seriously. Sunil Chhetri's videos, if you have seen the beep test, he has defeated the young players. He's 35, 36. He's beating the young Mangalore FC players in the beep test. That's tell you where young players are heading. They need to understand, they need to take care of their body, they need to understand, take care of the fitness in the off season also. I know Indian internationals who do gyms only when the football season is going on, which is not the realistic way. So I think that's these steps we need to take very seriously. हम लोगों को बेस्ट यंग प्लेयर्स को बड़े-बड़े क्लब्स में स्कॉलरशिप्स पे या फिर पैसे पेड करके ट्रेनिंग के लिए भेजना चाहिए. जैसे शुभपोल गया था, फिर हम 3-4 साल में एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं. I think good way, but these can be done for 16, 17, 18, not when you're 2023. I think we should start preparing well today, as you said, because performing well in AFC Asian Cup can increase our ranking and get us easy group in round 2. Which clubs are sending first team to Durand Cup? As of now, Mumbai, Bengaluru, Chennai. Looks like these 4 teams, which I understand. I think Goa might not, I'm not sure. Mohan Bagan looks like. Did you watch India-Nepal game? I did. I think I'm surprised the Nepal looked so weak in that match, but I think credit to the Indian kids, Indian boys, they did have well. I'm still expecting more. Hopefully by the time qualifiers come, AFC Under-19 qualifiers, that's important. That's where I'm looking forward to, not the SAF Championship, but we should be winning SAF Championship at any cost. I think great performance overall from Indian team. Is this a format for the women team? No. Format for the women team still remains same, because that is not getting expanded for sure. The World Cup. I think I think that's the thing. Just hit the like button, make it 100, share this video with your friends. And that's a great idea. We might create a short video to make this format understand in 1 minute. I need to make a script for it and then let you guys make that video and maybe put it everywhere. Ashish, please ask ISL body to ask them to reveal the plans for the future. Please, I mean, that's why I'm not going to ask these questions very seriously to all the stakeholders. Can you put your house in under? Can you put your differences aside and work for the national team development? Sports is not political. India has changed the rule in one day. I think that rule is very different. I have discussed that rule, Indian origin rule, Abhilas. It's not just for the sports, it's overall our population and everything. They don't want to give the POIs come and utilize the resources which are there for the Indian people who are who are not that rich. So these are some kind of factors. It's more of a geopolitics, more of an Indian domestic politics. It's nothing to do with the sports with Pradeep Gogoi, good player, but I'm not happy the way people are linking him into the club when he's playing for the national team. He's not talking to any club as of now. That's where the Indian football fans go crazy. I think, and I understand the emotions, but I think players should be protected at this stage. Abhishek, I will not take any question on the ISL foreign signing. I'm sorry. That's it. I think very quick video. I don't want to keep it very long so that people come watch. 69% people says India have a realistic chance to 2026 World Cup. I hope do. I hope so. I hope so. I hope India do. If we finish in top 4 in round 3, then anything can happen. Final round with only 2 matches. That's what I say. Dishant, neutral venue. Never know. You luck and everything. Sunil Chhetri. I hope Sunil Chhetri stays by then with his magic. India can qualify. So guys, do watch the podcast on this channel, Mr. Ego C-Match. Fantastic podcast. You will get an idea why these these qualifiers and everything is important to the coach perspective also. And Gaming AK was also bring the comment from the podcast. Coach was saying that players are becoming comfortable and hunger is dying. What players is referring according to you? I know the player's name. I know what he's referring to. Of course, we can't take the names as of now. It's not the right place to do. But I think hopefully Indian players will start going outside. That's very important for Indian football. Are you hoping? Are you following? I am following with Manisha Kalyan, Lignesh. Don't worry. We will bring the detail out. I think guys, thank you very much. Quick video. Do hit the like button. Do share this with your friends and social media. I think it will be great to people to know about this new changes in Indian football and Asian football. And thank you for joining. I hope all the details I have covered. We will try to go live as many as like this whenever the big news break in Indian football or Asian football. Thank you for joining in. Any hopefully the doubts and any details, we'll take it forward on next Thursday. Inside Indian Football episode will be there. And I think I am not active on Twitter because Aniket Sawant, I put Twitters when I need to. I know because I don't just want to be a news aggregator on Twitter. I'm not that. That's my personal handle, and I want to just put my emotions from my heart whenever I want. That's why I don't put the random news. I feel the Khel Now own social media handles are there to put those news in. So that's why I don't be that active. But of course, I'm very active user of Twitter. I don't tweet much. I see people. That's our primary, the only social media I have nowadays. I don't use Facebook, Instagram, or anything. I just use Twitter. So I think I'm active, but don't post regularly. Ban situation, there is no ban as of now. Don't worry. Hopefully, the Wednesday Supreme Court will give the decision on the AFA president election. So that will sort out everything. Extension of C-Match is not done as of now. We are still waiting. I think that will be only possible when the elections process start. So guys, thank you very much for joining in. Please do share this video. Follow Khel Now on the social media. The CWG games are going on. Support Indian sports. And it will be great for Indian sports to do well. And you can follow me on Twitter also, as somebody has said. I have tweeted something about these qualifiers. You guys can go and see. 7 Negi Ashish. Bhai उम्मीद रखना चाहिए हमको 2034 target. That's what I said. Next 10 years should be our target. For that, we need to qualify for round 3, be competitive enough, and hopefully we'll see India in the FIFA World Cup at least in our lifetime, and I still hope, I always, when I talk about World Cup, I still remember my conversation with Novi Kapadia sir. He used to say, भाई मैंने तो वर्ल्ड कप देखा नहीं, इंडिया को खेलते, मेरा सपना रह गया. मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि तुम्हारी जनरेशन वर्ल्ड कप देखे, पर मुझे उम्मीद रियलिस्टिक चांस कम लगता है. नाउ 48 टीम्स में जाने के बाद आई होप मिस्टर नोवी कपाडिया from the heaven will see and will be hoping that at least now we'll put our house in order and try to be competitive enough in the World Cup, in the World Cup qualifiers, and one day in next 10-15 years we can qualify for the FIFA World Cup. On that note, thank you guys for joining in. Thank you for all the support for the Indian football. Khel Now. I will see you again on next Thursday, 6 p.m. in Inside Indian Football.